Oh Lord, it's been a while. Shit, my mic is peaking. Let's turn that down a little bit, a little bit. There we go. That's better. God, everything's out of whack. Let's do that a little bit. You know, probably should check my sound settings a little more thoroughly before I get started next time. So I don't just blow everyone's ears out. Let's see. Yeah, that'll do. All right. Hello, everyone. Boy, it's been when did I stream last? It's been like a little over a month, almost 2 months, I think. So last time I streamed I was playing Marathon. Now I am out of my Marathon phase, and I very much hate Bungie again because a lot has happened in that past like month and a half or so. So, but here, let's turn that down a little bit more. Hold on, let me grab my phone real quick. I want to be able to. I want to hear the balancing of shit real fast. I am terrible at this. Yeah, that should be fine. That seems okay. Okay, let's flip over. Which one is it? Hold on. Is it this one that I want to do? The fuck is going on? What is going on? Oh, wait, hold on a second. That is not right. Wait. Hold on. I'm looking, okay, you guys can't see it, but I'm looking at something on one of my other sources, and it is playing like the album cover to something, and I don't know what it is. But here, hold on. Let me pull you guys over. Oop, there we go. Hello. Also, don't mind my idle game I got going on in the background. I've been playing this for the past few days. I figured I would tack it in as well. But let me. I want to do something. Move myself over to the middle. Hello, everyone. Hi. So, okay. Uh, For one, I don't think I've streamed this late in like 2 years, maybe something like that. I don't know, but either way, that's already. Bro, hold on. I'm just gonna let them rock. Won't get to anything too crazy here. Hold on. And OBS has changed a little bit since I last like did any looking around or so. But let me turn off studio mode. Oh, I remember what was up with this. My music stopped playing. I can hear it. You guys can hear it. Hold on. Because if I go to this scene, let's source, audio, output, music. Oop, there we go. Let me just double check one last thing here. Make sure that it's going to the right channel. Yep. That's track one. Track one goes to audio track one. There we go. Twitch VOD track 6. Good. Okay, cool. Everything's working as intended. Good. But hi. Hi everyone. So where have I been again? What's been going on, you know? So what I kind of intended to do with this kind of stream is I wanted to start getting my feet wet again into streaming again because life has been a little mundane, I guess. Egg, what's up, dude? Dude, it has been a while. What's good, brother? Life has been a little it's been a little mundane, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'll get into it with like how work has been going and stuff, but all I've been doing is I've just been working. Oh, ad break. I'm not sure if you can still hear me, Egg. I'm not sure if you just got smacked right away with an ad. I thought I disabled those. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, sick, cool. What's up, Egg? But yeah. So there was like a few bullet points that I wrote down because I'm like I want to get through some things before like we just chill and like watch some YouTube for probably the night and just like hang out. But I kind of wanted to just start doing this again because work has been work, and I'll get to that too. But I haven't really been doing anything, and I kind of miss doing this. You know, like even if I'm not always interacting with people or I'm just kind of hanging out doing my own thing, I kind of just like to create, and I haven't been able to do that for a while. Like I know I miss me trust. Of course I miss you. I'm just talking to you about like Dragon Ball and fighting games. I really haven't been playing a ton of fighting games lately. The I haven't had a ton of time. Like I haven't been playing like a ton of video games in general lately. Like the most I've been doing is this guy up here, which is my idle game. But it's been my life lately has just been like work, um, doom scrolling when I'm not doing anything crazy at work because we're settling out to the end of the year here, so the kids are almost done. And that's really about it. Like that, the gym, and being at home. So I haven't really been up to a whole ton, but I did want to show one of a few big life things that have been going on lately. Let me see. Do I have the right pictures pulled up? Yep, I do. Kids, you have kids. No, 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 not my kids. I mean like the kids as in like um at the school district I work for. So like those kids are I'm I'm 23. I don't want to have kids, man. Can't do that financially. Oh, but anyways. So one of the big life when I'm slow. You're okay, brother. I get it. But one of the big life changes that I've been having lately is, and you guys can kind of see down here at the bottom, I'm kind of blocking it a little bit. Let me scoot myself over a wee bit. I want to show you guys a new addition to the family, actually. So we have this is Finley. He's just a little guy. This is when we first got them. I took some of these pictures. This is Finley. Um, and then here is his brother Oliver. So here, hold on. Let me hold on. There we go. I know what I'm doing. Totally don't work on computers for a living. There we go. So we got my boys. So this is Finley and this is his brother Oliver. This is when we first got them. They were both they're both very fuzzy. Like they're not like super super fuzzy, but you can already see that Oliver himself is like a fuzzy little guy. No, you can't steal them. But so this is when we first got them. They were still very skittish. Oliver, the gray one, he has warmed up to us quite a lot. Finley has too, but Oliver came around to us first. Finley was actually still hissing and being very skittish towards us, like for the first like week or so. But I think after like okay, for context, when Oliver would do something, Finley would do it. So I think that he eventually caught on that Oliver was getting lots of love because he would walk up to us and start purring and rubbing against us like with his tail in the air. And then he started doing it and he's like, "Oh dang, this is actually pretty cool." But this is them when we first got them. So those are when they were little babies. I do have a few more recent pictures of I have Finley actually sitting on my leg. I came home from work one day after the gym, and I was still wearing my shorts, and he was clawing up on my legs, and then he just sat there and was staring at my phone because he doesn't really know what my phone is, and I don't expect him to, but yeah, leg reveal. I have large thighs, okay? But, yeah, this is the little guy because he's got his little bell on, as you can see. He's got, like, a little collar on, but it's kinda hard to see in that photo. And then I have another photo. This is one I just took of them yesterday. This was when they were done running around and being little menaces in the house, because you can kinda see we've kept them in the same room. So got thunder thighs, don't judge me. Fair, fair. But, yeah, so we have them kinda confined to one room right now. We have them in our bathroom upstairs, and, my mom and I, like, we swap out taking care of them. And, so what we've been doing now, since they've gotten a little bit bigger and they won't just, like, slip into really crazy nooks and crannies, is, they actually get to roam the house a little bit. We keep the basement blocked off from them, and we have, like, a chair we sit in that's, like, right in front of the stairs so they can't get down there. But for the most part, they get to roam, they get to have their fun, and they, as they've gotten them, like, I don't know, we've had them for a month and a half so far. Um, they just beat the shit out of each other, like, in like a sibling way, like all the time. I want to see if I can get a video of it at some point. I think I have a video that I saved. I don't remember which one it was, but I'll show you guys that as well. But they're just little menaces. I love them. It's nice having pets in the house again because my can I bet which one wins? I'm gonna be honest with you, it's like even. Like I thought one of them would be like the bully towards each other, but they both like jump at each other. And I wish I because okay, for context, I had to take them into my room today so my dad could install something in the bathroom, like a board to stop them from like jumping into like a certain spot that we wouldn't be able to get them out of. And when we put them back in the bathroom, my mom was like, "Hey, give them this little tube treat," because I fucking love those things. The things are like crack for cats. I don't know why or what they put in it, but they just love the shit out of those things. But anyways, so like up here to the right, there is a cupboard that they can go into, and rat, cat crack. But so yeah, so I brought them back in the bathroom, gave them the little tube treat, and I was giving some to Finley first. And Finley was loving the shit out of it. Oliver kept trying to, like, poke his head in, try to get some too, but I'm like, "Alright, I'll give you some, 1 second." And, Finley, like, punched him in the face. Like, there's not a good way to describe it. Aside from he just, like, stuck his paw out and smacked like, swiped at Oliver and, like, pushed his face away while he was still trying to eat from the tube. And I'm like, "Finley." So then I picked up Finley, sat him on my side, and then I started giving some to Oliver. And then Oliver started eating some of it. And I'm like, okay, cool. So they're just trading out. That's good. Finley's Mike Tyson. But so then Oliver was having some, and Finley tried to come up and steal some, and Oliver did the same fucking thing to him. Like he just stuck his paw out and smacked him in the face and like was holding him back. And I'm like, dude, you guys are you guys are fucking children. Like I'm giving stuff to both of you. So I it was just a funny experience. I had like one of them in one hand and the food in the other, like while I was trying to like separate them so I couldn't like record them. But it was so cute. But yeah, this is after they were done like being a menace and running around the house and but they got their dry food, they got their little water dispenser that bubbles when you drink enough of it and they like stare at it for like 5 minutes after it does. And then they got wet food bowls that we like swap out and clean every day. But yeah, so this is them just chilling. I do have a video. I want to see here. Do I have the audio turned off? Yeah, good. Here. Yeah, here. This is got Oliver sitting right here staring at his brother. Yeah, see he's getting ready to like try to pounce on him, but he ends up not doing it. But this is like after they've slowed down. and they're just hanging out, like, because you can we go and put them back in the bathroom when they're kinda just getting tired. Like, they'll do that. They'll just sprawl out and just chill and just stare at each other or at us. But, yeah. So, they have been an absolute riot. They make coming home fun again. So, it's been really nice just having some little guys in the house again. 'Cause, oh, yeah. Was when he was trying to eat the carpet, and I, like, afterwards, I had to, like, figure out what was in his mouth. So, and he's just staring at him. They're so freaking silly. Today, though, does my camera show it? Yeah. So, we have a fireplace right there. It has, like, a gas, fire, like a fake gas fire in it that we light, like, during the winter, and, there's this grate sitting in front of it, right? So, today, actually, Oliver found out that he can climb up that. And, he tried climbing up it, and, like, the door though that the thing is not mounted. You can see that there's just I'm moving my hands like you can see my hand. The grate is just sitting there by these little bars, and Oliver jumped on the fence, and the door started to swing open, and I'm just like, "Oh, okay. Alright, boys, we're not doing that." I need like, snatched him off and scooted them away from it. But they're just little goblins. Like, I love them. I don't remember if he runs away or I think he just walks away. Yeah, they're just roaming around. They're adorable. But, yeah, so that is one big addition that I've had in my life lately is the boys. Hold on, I gotta click on a few things here. Keep the idle game running. But, so yeah, so that's one big addition. I have the boys. Right before that, I don't have any pictures right now because I don't really take pictures of my stuff. I take pictures of animals and like computer stuff, and that's it. But I have a new car actually. I got a what is it? I got a Toyota Corolla. Yeah. And I didn't think about it at first, but I thought it would be a problem getting in and out of it in after I bought it because I'm 6'1" and that car like goes deep in. So I had to like when I get in, I had to like stick 1 foot all the way into the driver's side and then I can slide in. It's not that bad actually, but just the adapting period was a little weird. Like the first like week or two, I kept slamming my knee on the dash or hitting my horn with my elbow. But yeah, so new car. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember you telling me a while ago you were taller than me. But, so new car. My Journey is no longer with me. My Dodge Journey, it was a 2010. I have a 2026 Toyota Corolla because the ones that are like a year or two before it, they kinda held their value. Like, there really wasn't there was maybe like a 1 or $2,000 difference, and if I'm already spending almost 40 grand on a car, I'm getting a new car. Like, I'm not going aftermarket with this shit. So, got a new car now, which has then also led to I wanna go to the gym, I wanna go to the store, like, I actually wanna go out and do things now because with my journey, the car stopped starting consistently. So, like, every other day, I had to jump my car, which was not fun. Planning on getting an old Honda Civic. Ooh, okay. I see, I see. But, yeah, so I had to jumpstart the car pretty often, and that was not fun. Oh, no, I like it. There we go. But, like, because of that wait, there we go. But, so yeah. So, now since I don't have that car, I'm out actually doing things other than just work. So, because of that, I've been going to the gym. I've been, like, trying to lead a bit healthier of a lifestyle. Um, one of the reasons that I've been trying to do that more is because I wanna lose weight. Like, I'm not, like, very heavy by any means, but because like, my doctor is like, "Dude, you don't need to work weights, you're built. You just need to work cardio." And I'm like, "Okay, that's fair." So, I've been going to the gym, like, every day. Like, today, I did, like, an hour on the treadmill. Like, I, like, strictly stick with cardio. And then during the week I use the bike. Like I use bike at Planet Fitness, like if it's available. Because usually it's calorie deficit helps. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Like I've gotten my body used to skipping lunch, and I have like an energy bar for breakfast just so I have something in my body. I was thinking of doing fasting, like where you go from it's like 12 or 16 hours of just not having anything and then you eat like healthily and then you have that gap every day. So I was thinking of shifting into doing that, which so far like my energy levels have been up more because of it. Like I found that when I'm eating less, I'm not as hungry, which is really interesting. So I don't know, but, let's do cardio after workouts, see if it workouts afterwards cardio. Oh, that's fair. I didn't think about that. I mean, to be honest with you, like, I really, because 'cause I've also been I'll get into this. I've been going to bed later at night, that's why I'm up right now and I'm streaming, because I no longer take one of my sleep meds. They pulled me off of it, and I'm thankful for that because that was causing me to, like, crave every night, and it was a side effect that never went away, and it was really fucking annoying. Just waking up and being like, "Damn, I feel like shit because I ate, like, half the fridge yesterday." And I was barely putting on weight, but it still didn't make me feel good. So, um, now I've had a little more of, like, a better routine for sleep, I should say, and, like, my diet, which feels a lot more stable and feels better, um, but because of that, I have been sleeping less. So what I've kind of started doing with work is instead of taking a break every day like I was doing and waking up earlier, I would just sleep in until like 8 instead of 7 and then skip my break during the day. Then I'm because I'm not coming home to eat anymore. Um so it was kind of just like a trade-off. Um so I work from 9 to 4ish about every day then instead of 8 to 4 with an hour break in the middle somewhere. 'Cause what I was doing before, like, the past few months is I would come home, take an hour break, eat some food, and, like, maybe sleep or just, like, get, like, a nap in or something. But, I've honestly felt a lot better just doing this. Um, I might keep shifting it just to see, like, what feels good. But, um, on the topic of work, I do have a big thing that happened. I know I mentioned last time I streamed, like, a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, that I got a promotion and that I am full time. Well, that's why I work 9 to 5, basically 9 to 4. Um, but I might be getting another promotion soon. So I just had my evaluation at work actually, last week. And my boss was like, dude, so like there's a scale. And the scale, like I don't remember what the other ones were, but the highest two you could get in a certain category was proficient and distinguished. And I got all proficient and like a few distinguished on like my job. And he was like, "Hey, so would you be interested in doing more?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like I love to learn stuff. Like if I can do more, that would be sweet. I just might need some help doing some of the grunt work with like computers." And he's like, "Yeah, we can talk about it." And he set up that I'm going to shadow one of my coworkers and work on like audio visual stuff, like, like setting up TVs, setting up like streaming setups like for school and doing like the music and recording for like I don't know, like talent shows and stuff like that. So I would be doing my current work on top of that, which means that my work would then go past like I don't know, like probably late into the evenings. So that's why I was thinking of doing streaming at night because then I can still stream on top of doing my work and make it all fit as long as like I'm not exhausted. So yeah, so if I end up getting that promotion, that'd be sick. If not, it is what it is. I'm still pretty happy where I'm at. But yeah, work has been all right. It's been busy. Like I said, the school year is ending, so there's just a lot of rush and a lot of mess that we're kind of sorting through between all the teachers and everyone we're working with. Um, but to be honest with you, the past week I've just been I literally get there at work in the morning, I boot up this idle game on my work computer, and I just go crack out, like, repairs on computers. So, it's been pretty solid. Um, excuse me. But that's when I kinda realized, I'm like, "I kinda miss doing this." Like, it was nice. It was nice, like, creating things, meeting people, you know? But, yeah, so that's kind of like it's kinda like the life update thing of, like, everything that's been going on. I don't wanna set, like, a schedule in the sand yet because I still wanna kinda figure out if this even works, because I already stay up until, like, 1, 2 in the morning every day now, so I might as well do something with it instead of just, like, doom scrolling, because that's what I normally do. But yeah, so that's kinda that. I'm trying to think here. So I do have a plan for tonight. I have been playing when I do have time, I have been playing some video games. Like I was playing Minecraft like all this past month basically on and off. And I made a ton of progress in the all the mods mod pack that I was playing on like a server with my buddy. Um so I might show that off. I might show that off either tonight or tomorrow night. We'll see. But either way, I just kind of want to get to just chilling and watching YouTube because I don't really intend on doing anything crazy. I was thinking of maybe like doing, I wouldn't say necessarily all like React content because I feel like that can get stale, but I like to just watch YouTube videos with like an audience or like with people because it's like, it feels like I'm watching a movie with someone, you know? But, yeah, so I want to do that. I think that's kind of it though. Like I'm still planning on like, uh, what is it? I'm still planning on playing games and such. Like if let me pull up my, 1 second, let me take myself out of the middle of the screen here. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. I still have like a fair amount of games that I'm gonna be playing, but what a really good game is really called Life is Strange. I've heard good things about that. The thing is though, I'm like really bad with like keeping my attention span for story-based games. Like, I need to fix my attention span because I think I've completely shattered it with having played Apex Legends and Marathon lately, Street Fighter, like things that are very quick, snappy, and you get into games, get out of games really fast. To where if I'm playing a story game, I just can't. Like a couple of months ago when Resident Evil Requiem came out, I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm so excited for this. It looks so cool." I started playing it. I'm like, I'm so fucking bored. And it's not anything the game did. It's like it's a me problem. So, um, anyways, so I think I might end up playing like Crimson Desert or something because I was playing that for a while. That was fun. There is a new Path of Exile update coming uh on Friday. Yeah, like coming up on Friday, there's a Path of Exile update and it's gonna be huge. I'm so excited for it, so I'm definitely gonna play that. Um, but for the most part, I think I just want to chill because I think that's kind of what my problem was before with streaming competitive games specifically was like I felt like I had to be performing at a certain level, like, imposter syndrome shit, and being like, I gotta be XYZ, I gotta do amazing, otherwise I'm a fraud. I'm just like, hey, I don't want to do that. And so like that, so ADHD. So life is strange. I kept my attention. Okay. Because I think I've seen like some things with Life is Strange where it kind of reminds me of like old Telltale games where like it's more about the story than it is the gameplay, which I can find like if it's an engaging story, I find that stuff really interesting. But as soon as like it starts giving me numbers and like I can min max builds and stuff, that's when I'm like, I'm gonna get lost in the sauce. So like, that's what I've been trying, like, that's why this Minecraft server that I've been playing on, like, it's been basically a testament to be like, "Okay, let's just kinda have fun. We don't need to min-max this shit. Let's just do it in a way that I enjoy." Have I min-maxed some stuff with my Minecraft server? Yes. Has it been a necessity? Not really. I kind of just done it because 'cause I'm like, "I wonder how far I can push this flywheel," you know? But, so yeah, so that's sort of thing. One thing I do want to bring up is, and why I said earlier at the beginning of why I hate Bungie again. is they're done. Destiny's done. Like, I've been playing this game series on and off for when did Destiny 1 come out? Gotta be close to like 10 years, yeah. And Destiny 1. Holy shit. It's been 12 years. Oh god. But yeah, so like they just they're throwing everything at Marathon right now. And they completely just shot Destiny. Like Destiny was already on its way out. I could already acknowledge that, but everyone still was kind of holding out hope and being like, okay, maybe there's gonna be a Destiny 3. Maybe they might like wise up and make something like that. No, they did not. Like, I know this is like one of those big arguments right now, but it's like never look at the Steam charts to see if a game is alive. Well, this kind of is comparable. So right now, peak 24 hours, we got almost 12,000 people in Marathon. This is supposed to be a live service game. It doesn't work. Like, this isn't going to be sustainable unless Sony keeps on live support. But Destiny 2, a game that, just got shot by their own developers, got more. 16,000 right there. But they still were like, you know what? We're going to put this game in the ground and think that's a good idea. So I'm a little salty. I'm a little extra salty, but like I might still play Destiny on stream here and there because like I love Destiny, dude. Like even though I wasn't a fan of like the most recent like updates or so, like that game has been a core memory for the past 12 years of my life. And I'm 23. So do the math. Like I was I was 11 when I started playing Destiny. Like the friend that I'm playing all the mods 10 with on my Minecraft server, I met him in a Advanced Warfare Infected lot when I was like in intermediate school, and I still play games with him. And we played Destiny together, we played Destiny 2 together, we played so much shit together. And I'm just like, that was such an integral part of my life that I'm like, I can't let this shit go. It's just depressing. But anyways, that's why I'm like, I don't show me less. I don't want to see this shit. But that rant over. Yeah, I'm never gonna play Marathon again. Because like I was willing to support Marathon if they were also willing to support Destiny at the same time, but they're not. And the reason why this makes me so upset is because Destiny has been like the only shooting game or like FPS game that I've really truly enjoyed. Like from start to finish for the most part. And like the gunplay feels great. I love the story. Like the world building was amazing. Like it's space. Who doesn't like space? But that for some reason might be eat. Dude, you need to eat. Go eat something. I was like, I already had dinner like 5 hours ago. But like you gotta eat some food. But yeah, so it's just sad. Like I'll forever be a Destiny fan. Forever be a Warlock main. No matter what happens. But yeah. So anyways, that in mind. I think mm, I think I'm gonna watch some YouTube. We're gonna watch some YouTube videos. I haven't really pulled anything together explicitly that I want to watch. I think it might just be like reactions, or not reactions, excuse me, like other VTubers. I need dinner. I haven't eaten since 3 because I forgot to. You know what? I feel that. On like my busier days at work, I do that too. So I totally understand. But here. I want to let's pause my music. I've actually been updating like oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys this picture. Yeah, here we go. I forgot about this one. These are my boys. These are my boys right here. And then me and my fucking broccoli hair. Because I refuse to get my hair cut. But Oliver, he is severely interested in the phone. He does not understand what it is. And he was trying to check it out. And then I've been starting to teach. Don't mind the dirty mirror. This isn't my bathroom. It's my parents' bathroom. But and then we got Finley. Finley, I started to teach him basically how to ask for uppies, in a sense. The crawlers, yeah. Because like what he does now is I'll walk up next to this counter and he'll start to try to climb my shirt. And he'll like he doesn't just try to climb, he jumps. And he's like putting all of his trust in me to catch him every single time. So if I the other day I turned around and I was like a good few feet away from the corner of the what's it called? The bathroom table here. The counter. There we go. Words. And he just went for it. Like he just jumped. And I had to fucking spin around and catch him. And I put him up on my shoulder. And then if I lean down, so like hunch my back, he'll crawl on top of my back. And then he just sits there. Like he just has a good time. And because I've been teaching him to do this, um, my mom was brushing her teeth one day because this is their bathroom. They use their bathroom and they just share it with the cats. My bathroom's downstairs. My mom was brushing her teeth the other day in the morning, and when she bent down to like spit the toothpaste out, he Finley jumped on her back and was just standing there. And I'm just like, my boy, I tell you will. But yeah, they're these little fucking monsters. I love them. Like they're adorable. I did forget to mention that we got them when they were, I think, 8 weeks old. So like it's just at the threshold of like cutting them off from their mother, actual goblins. Yeah. We just got them at the threshold of like cutting them off from their mother. And so I think when we first heard about them though, I think they were 6 weeks because my mom's friend told us about them. But then she was like, but you guys can't get them yet because they're not old enough yet to be pulled away from their mother. Because the mother is a barn cat. These guys were both barn cats when we got them before like we started taking them to the vet and stuff. And because of that, they were not very keen on people. So and this my mother's friend, she was also part Amish. So she didn't believe in like bringing animals in the house and keeping them in the house. Different values, like we do not let our animals outside unless it was like a dog, like, to use his pen or something, or like go on walks. But we do not let our cats outside. Um, just because we live in a neighborhood, so like they could get by cars. We don't want them to get lost, that kind of thing. But anyways, so because she was part Amish, it was kind of like a toss up of, hey, you can have these cats in 2 weeks if they're still there. And we're like, what do you mean if they're still there? You're not going to bring them in the house? And she's like, no, they have legs. They can get up and walk away at any time. She like verbatim said that. And I'm just like, okay, so don't tell us anything about them for the next 2 weeks. And it'll just be a surprise if they're still there. Because if we started hearing, yeah, but exactly. I'm just like, oh my God. Like if we started hearing about them, like for example, like after that, before that day, before we found out that they just let them roam, even though they offered them to us, uh, my mom's friend, she was like, yeah, so one of them's gone. And we're like, what do you mean? One of them is gone. We're going to get brothers. We're not going to get a single cat because then it's going to be fucking lonely because all of us have jobs. And so she was like, yeah, but he'll probably come back. And we're just like, um, okay, yeah, we'll go with that. And I was just like, Jesus Christ. So we ended up getting the little goblins. They're fine. Yes. Dude, how have you been, brother? I've been seeing some of your streams because I've been staying up later. How have you been, B? Wait, you missed it. I was showing off pictures of the little goblins in a second. Hold on. I can show you pictures, stupidest. Where are my little goobers? Oh, there. Look at my boys. Look at my boys that I've been taking care of. But how have you been, Venus? How have you been, dude? been meaning to drop by. I'm just antisocial as fuck, as you guys have probably found out over the past few years of knowing me. Especially when I start working, I just kind of forget other people exist. I actually okay, so, um, a few months ago, I went to go visit my sister, and, I don't have Mix It Up set up right now. I'll set up Mix It Up again at some point. But, I went to go see my sister, in because I live in Michigan, but she is in dental school right now, and she is in Chicago. Yeah, Chicago. And when I was talking with her one of the nights when we were there, her and I were just like talking, like going back and forth, and she was like, "Do you ever just like forget people exist when work gets busy and like life gets busy?" And I'm like, "Yup, okay, so it's a genetic thing. Gotcha." So, but I've been good. How are you? I'm doing good. And I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Good, good, good. Because I've been even not to be weird, but I'm in like all of your guys' servers, so I still see you guys hanging out. I just kind of am like that one fucking SpongeBob meme of like of Squidward looking out his window while SpongeBob and Patrick are playing outside. Because like I'll see you guys and I'm just like, I'll join in a few minutes. And then a few minutes like after like a nap turns into like a few hours and I'm like, fuck, there goes my entire night. So honestly me during school too. Yeah, like you get it. I'm just such a hermit, man. Like I'm working in therapy to try to not do that as much because I genuinely get more out of life when I'm around my friends instead of work, gym, bed, and that's it. So um, people sometimes like fade out of my mind. Yeah, exactly. Like in high school, I used to anytime like I would have like best friends, my friend groups and stuff, like my cliques. And when I wouldn't have them in my like my core classes, I kind of would just forget they exist. Unless like I hung out with them pretty consistently after school or in Discord, like playing like CS:GO like I used to, I just would forget people existed. And it was just I don't understand it. I don't understand the science behind it. I've never really gotten deep into it with my therapist. I've just kind of been like, I need to figure this shit out a little bit so then I can still talk to people and not be exhausted. So, because I've been doing well, I have new car. I've been working out. I'm not stressed about work constantly. I have been my social battery's been on the up and up, which has been good. I'm very appreciative of that. So that's why I'm here. So I'm looking to do this more consistently again in the evenings and just kind of chill, like not necessarily play games. I was thinking of playing Street Fighter tonight, but I'm like, I'm really rusty. I've just been playing Minecraft. But yeah. So I'm going to I actually you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna show you guys my Minecraft server. I want to show you guys what I've been working on. I'm proud of it. Because there is this I'm gonna turn my music back on then. But and we can watch YouTube videos here in a few minutes. But so the thing with all the mods 10 is there's like a quest line, and the whole thing about all the mods is you're trying to get the star, and the star leads you to like getting creative items and like creative energy items, meaning like you have infinite energy, infinite power, like stuff like that. And normally I drop off like my Minecraft phase before I get that far, but I actually got that far this time. And I have the star, and I'm working on trying to get another star. So I use the first star to make a creative energy source, and then I can constantly power all my nuclear reactors and all their little fun tools that I have with them. It's gonna look like a fucking riot. Like I am so unhinged with my wire management and just my organization of my machines, but trust me, it'll make sense. But do the Minecraft mods, yeah. Like it's been really like fun actually just kind of hanging out and playing Minecraft when I get home instead of like, all right, time to slave away in Street Fighter or like just stuff like that. So yeah, I am looking forward to showing you guys this. Because like honestly, what I've been playing lately is one, I'm waiting for that Path of Exile update. I'm gonna grind the shit out of that when it comes out, and it's gonna be so much fun. But it's been Minecraft, and then before that it was Marathon. And eh, what is organization? Yep, exactly. Because like, I have, like, in my base. Because what I did is I basically took an ancient city, and I hollowed it out, and I turned that into my base area. It's still not fully done the way I want it to be. Like, when I'm done with this world, I want it to look really nice, I want it to be cool, that kind of thing. But, let me see here. So, yeah, I hollowed out an ancient city. Um, I'll show you guys like a bunch of relics that like increase my max and entity interaction range and max health and all kinds of stuff. And I have like a creative flight chess piece that I grinded for. So I waited until I got some of those things to start working on this so then I could like easily move around, easily build stuff, that kind of thing. So I'm pretty well off on a lot of materials right now. The one thing I'm grinding for is antimatter and antimatter pellets. And you basically get antimatter from running a nuclear reactor. If you're not paying attention to the nuclear reactor, it will blow up. It will cause mass amounts of radiation in your world. And yeah, like this thing will cause insane amounts of radiation, especially with how big I built it. It's yeah. So that's why I have this in the mining dimension, which is this flat area that I have built in, like that's built into like all the mods worlds. The idea for this area is you're supposed to just use like a digital miner and get whatever ores you want because if you go straight down, it's like different what's it called? It's like different levels of the world. So if you go down far enough, you'll hit the nether layer, far enough further than that, you hit the end layer, that kind of thing. But yeah. So anyways, let me show you guys some things. I'll show you guys this area in a second. I want to show you guys my main base. But yeah, I've been mainly working on this. Yeah, my screen is like zoomed out because I normally have it set to this, but the this is not playable like long term. Um, so I had to turn this down a bit. Because the thing about what I have right now is, oh yeah, I have Demon Wife and Little Monster. Yeah. But, so the reason why I had to set my speed, or I had to, like, is because of speed, I had to set my FOV differently, is because of this ring of 7 deadly sins. What it does, if you don't spec into all of it, I don't want to touch any of these other things, I don't even know what most of them do, but I have Gluttony maxed out on all 4 of my rings. It increases all my stats by a percentage per hunger point, and then when below half, it reduces it. So, because I'm full on my food bars, if I look at my health right now, like, you can see my stats are fucking crazy. But, and you can't really see that much because of this hole here on the side. Wait, can I? Oh yeah, I can hide that. That's nice. You can see like what each ring is doing. Like for some of these things, and my armor also does stuff too. But here, let me. For one, I had to put a 0 gravity thing. Like I had to put a 85% gravity gem on my chest piece because what happened with these rings is it increases your fall speed. So when I'd be trying to like double tap to get my flight, I couldn't because I wasn't in the air long enough to actually do it. So I had to put on a gravity gem so that I can actually, get off the fucking ground. But so yeah, that's one thing. But here's my max health. That is way lower than I thought it would be. Oh, that's because I don't have my shield equipped. I took my shield off because I don't like to see it on my screen all the time. Um, Some of these sins ring have all the sins, and each one buffs you based off of that sin specific like things. Yeah, I think Gluttony was the only one that didn't have like a I think Gluttony was the only one that I saw that didn't have like a downside. But with my shield equipped and those rings on and all my armor on, I have 16,000 hearts. So it is quite a lot. But the thing is with it too is unless like you go like a roundabout way of cheesing it, you can't take these fuckers off. Like if you hear that sound, that's me trying to take the ring off, but it's hitting my shield, my draconic evolution shield, because it does damage to you if you try to take it off. So these rings can't come off unless I cheese it by like killing myself in Minecraft and then equipping some rings in slots and then picking up my tombstone and doing something cheesy like that. But that's why I didn't make them tombstone soulbound. But anyways, actually I want to kind of I think I have an extra ring of deadly sins somewhere. Uh, I want to see what the other buffs do. Unless I yeeted it. Oh no, I have one. I thought I got one of these maxed out. Here, let me. So loud. I have so much XP, it doesn't matter. I have a mop farm. But yeah, so each, like what you were saying, Egg, each of these do like a different thing. So let me see. Increase damage out by the relic bearer by 4% for each block of vertical advantage above the target. That one might be good. That one might be good too. Increases damage dealt for every 5 health points. Oh. That could be kind of broken. On striking, second damage window opens at its start, damage increased by 12%, returns to its base value. I see. Standing still for 10 seconds grants the relic bearer immortality. However, while moving, damage received increases by 85% per unit of speed. Yeah, that one, Sloth is, I don't think I like that. But Envy I might put on my rings. that's kind of broken. And that's before it's maxed out. This is like base level Envy. So yeah, Sloth is nice. Greed increases luck by 3 and loot yield by 2, but with a 7.8% chance destroys loot obtained by the relic bearer. And then Lust. Breeding animals may produce up to 2 additional offspring, but the bred animals will die within 360 seconds unless bred again. I don't know about that. Pride? Increases damage dealt by the relic bearer for each block of vertical advantage above the target. That one would be pretty good too. So I'm going to, now since I know this, hold on. Also, yeah, this is my fucking wonky ass cable management. I'll show you guys some stuff in a second. I got my quantum computer. I got my assembler as well. This is basically the heart of all my operations. I have 2 quantum rings going to the mining dimension because I needed to. So then I could power like all my stuff related to my reactors. I want to say this too. A lot of this stuff, I did not know how it worked on this level for the longest of time, but I literally was just coming home after like long days of work, and I would just sit down, throw on like a VTuber VOD, and just fucking go ham, and like just start learning all this shit. So, yeah, wait, hold on. Average snooze. Get that shit out of here. But let me take this off. I don't need this shield on right now because I'm not fighting anything. Let me fuck with these rings a little bit. So it goes, I want this one. I want this one. This one's Sloth. What are you? I don't remember which one this is. I already forgot. Oh yeah, this is my mystical agriculture farm. This thing was getting me by for the longest of time, and still until I started needing like insane amounts of materials. Because the thing with all the mods 10 is you have this quest book. You start here. You get through all this good stuff, just general like Minecraft stuff, you know. And then you get to this step, which is like all the modium explaining to you how you get it, where you get it, that kind of thing. And I never got past this part here. Like this part is normally where I stopped because I'm like, I don't want to fuck with Forbidden Arcane. It's like that mod pack seems frustrating and confusing. It's not really frustrating now since I know what I'm doing, but it's a little time consuming because you needed Forbidden Arcanus for the Eternal Stella. You needed Ars Navau for the enchanting apparatus. You needed Power, which I already use Power for most of my stuff, for the energizing orb, and then you needed to do Industrial Foregoing for the Dissolution Chamber. And all of that is to make these alloy items, which do 69 attack damage, do a lot of damage. So this Paxel was so expensive because it was alloy of each of these tools. It was all of these prisms from Forbidden Arcanus. And then it was an Awakened Supremium Paxel from Mystical Agriculture or Mystical Agriditions. And then it has like these other requirements at the bottom and stuff. But you had to upgrade this forge from tier 1 all the way up to tier 5. And it took a while. But this was the first time I've gotten this far. So I'm like, okay, let's see how much further I can go. And so I made it all the way through this. I kind of just started with the mods I knew and started working around. As you can see, in order to get this star, yeah, does this mean you win? Yes, it does. But in order to get this star, you have to progress to the end of a lot of the mods in the mod pack. So the one that I think I had the most trouble with and the one that I saved for last was like modern industrialization, which I'm still doing stuff with because it's interesting, but it was just a lot. Like it was just a lot of stuff going on. Water, yeah, it's fair. And I'm shrimping. Good point. Anyways, okay. I've been drinking more water too now. I'm proud of myself. I've been drinking a lot more water. But yeah, so all of the items that you see on this page, aside from these down here, because modern industrialization was like an optional for some things, you have to get all of these items to create the star. And I made the star once in order to automate the star and like get a bee that generates the star for me, because that's what I love in this mod pack is productive bees. Like I have a bunch of, this was my original starting, was just all of these hives set up. I started from, I think right here, and I was moving to the, from left to right. I haven't even put like max upgrades in these guys still. But the idea is you have these bees generating resources for you. This is my forge. I don't really use it for anything much. But yeah, so I had that, and then this was my other, like this is my first building that I made is like my bee room. It's really boring and basic. I was planning to redo it, but I haven't still. But I intend to pimp this whole place out eventually, because this is going to be like a long-term world. But yeah, so I have, as I showed you guys earlier, my main, like, this was my main setup in here. No, snooze ads. This was my main setup in here, and like my original armor set that I had. I used to keep all of my stuff in here, but all the mods started getting so like all-encompassing that I had to move them out. And so that's when I used my insane pickaxe and I started to hollow this place out. So I have my, this is my applied energistics area where it keeps my quantum computer, all of my crafting patterns for automatic crafting. I have my universal terminal that lets me access all this from any dimension. I only just like this past week got my infinity endstone, netherite, or not netherite, netherrack and lava cells, because these are specific cells within applied energistics you can get, and it gives you infinity of that source. There's not infinity of every source, but there's infinity of a lot of sources. Anyways, yeah, because what I have been doing lately is if I'm just waiting for materials to come back, what I'll do is I just leave Minecraft on at my work computer as soon as I get there in the morning, and then I just let it sit there and I go into the basement and work on some stuff. And so I'll just generate resources like the whole day. So then by the time I come home and I want to play, then I have everything I need. But so a lot of my resource generation started with mystical agriculture and the bees, because there's some things mystical agriculture can do that the bees can't, and vice versa. And then it eventually turned into I learned how to do modular bees, modular productive bees, which I didn't understand how that worked before because there's no quest tab for it. I just kind of had to like look at videos. But basically, what all of those bee things do, God, like crazy. Basically, what all those bee things, all those beehives and stuff do on like a small scale, these do on a massive scale. So I have a lot of resources being generated. These are the centrifuges that process the combs the bees generate. And then these are like the housings for the bees themselves. And I found that with these blocks, it's pretty ideal to have 8 alvearies, which holds 5 bees each. So that's 40 bees in each hive, basically. I kind of had to start expanding outward, and you see I have different colored cables because with applied energistics, you can only have 32 channels in one dense cable. And each of these buses are importing and exporting all of the combs that I generate from these bees into each machine. And each one of those takes up a channel. So that's why I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I have a bunch of cables running around. That's just for productive bees over there. And then I have my modern industrialization stuff over here, which did, yes, I know, 6, 7. This stuff was really confusing. I didn't really understand what was going on with it. It took me a little while to start understanding it, but I got a lot of the automation running like perpetually, so it's all good to go, which is nice. Um, because 6, 7, because 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. Yes, yes. But yeah, so I did a little bit of modern industrialization because it was required for the mod pack. Um, I did some immersive engineering as well, which is like these machines. I only built 3 of the or 4 of the immersive engineering machines. I did Oratech over here in this corner. I don't even know what mod pack this is. This is Roots. Never used it before this, but it was required for the star. Let's go this way. Oh yeah. Over here I have my spell circles for occultism. Occultism was fun. Everything for the star. Yup. But occultism is pretty cool. I like occultism stuff. It was interesting. That's why I have a demon wife over by my base. I'm not good with create. That's why this looks like a fucking mess. And I stopped powering my stuff over here too because I'm like, this is causing so much server lag. So I just need to let this exist and not murder my everything. Hold on, I want to turn down my render distance a bit just because my game is killing my model and maybe that might help it a little bit. Kind of not really. Not really. Whatever. Yeah, this is my create stuff. This stuff was intense. I don't feel like explaining it. This is mechanism. This is the stuff that had to get started before I started working on the nuclear reactors. So I did that. And this is what I have powering all that. I have a bunch of these reactors all over the place. This is my productive trees area. This is pretty cool. Holy shit, I'm lagging. Is this lagging? It's Minecraft. It's Minecraft causing this. Like as soon as I tab out of it, like, oh my god. Minecraft does this. I think it's just this mod pack that does this. Like, even if I were to crank everything down, I'm pretty sure it'll still, like, murder my system. Working not enough to eat, keep my eyes up longer. Okay, good night, egg. Nice dropping by, dude. But yeah, so this. Yeah, I'm just gonna put my render distance back up. I don't think it's gonna matter. Let's do that, and then let's do reduce my FPS to like fucking 60. I don't know. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, that helps. That helps a lot, actually. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't think I'm running at the max FPS anyway, like ever, because this mod pack is huge. But yeah, so we did that. Um, I still need to light this portal because this leads to this is a portal. And when you kill the warden in this mod pack, he drops a heart. And if you use that heart on this portal, it takes you to basically the warden dimension, which the warden dimension's freaky and I don't like it. And it's like all bleh. I haven't visited it yet. But I think if I light that, it'll just look cool, like aesthetically pleasing. But we have more reactors over here. This is from Extreme Reactors. This took some automation and some things to do. It's a mess. This is Draconic Evolution. This was the whole reason I did this is so I could do that. Because this thing's cool. It is basically, this thing holds so much energy that I wouldn't ever use it. Ever. Like, let me right click it. I don't even have 0.1% energy stored in this fucking thing. And I had this thing running for probably like a week in total, maybe 2 weeks. And like by the time I built it. Because the thing that's supposed to pair with this is the Draconic Reactor from Draconic Evolution. And the Draconic Reactor can here, let me let me show an example of what the Draconic Reactor can do. Draconic Evolution reactor core explosion. Because this and mechanism reactors, they can both explode. But mechanism reactors are a little less destructive. This is like, you cannot build this near your base. You cannot put this in a place that you care about or within like a 16 chunk distance that you care about. So, let's do, I think this is a good video. Yeah. Yes. So as you can see, he's getting his power to his little ball there. That's the reactor. That's what this is, like this whole interaction thing is. And with my shader pack, it doesn't show the orb, which makes me sad. Because if I could get the orb rendered, this is from 9 years ago, by the way. So that's probably why it was working. But with the current way mods are set, it doesn't like to render. It's like a bug. But basically, this little orb grows massively. And it's supposed to generate insane amounts of power. And when it does that, it's supposed to basically be your power source for everything. So, oh, we have ads in 1 minute. Hold on, let me speed this up. So he activated it. It turns blue. And then when it turns blue, it starts to, he broke the thing below it that's providing it a shield. So the shield input, the containment field is dropping. And when the containment field drops, it goes into meltdown. See, like it basically turns into the sun. See? That's just the beginning. So now it's in meltdown. And let's see here. He gets really far away from it. And this is it on failure. You see it over there in the corner? And then this is the aftermath. So basically, I didn't want this in my base because I was like, okay, this thing looks sick. I love the way it looks. It's so cool. The energy source for it's built so, and it's at max level. Because the energy orb, the that guy, that guy has levels. It can be really fucking tiny, or it can be this. And it's built to basically store all of the power that that reactor would be generating. Now, because of that server destroying explosion that can occur, I decided not to build it because it's not required for the star. I just wanted to progress it as far as I could and see what would. So that was a thing that I could have done, but I didn't. I tested it out in a creative world. Ugh. So, then we have the star altar. This is what's required to build the star. You had to set up this multi-block exactly this way. Otherwise, it won't work. These are some of my occultism guys. Other little thingies that I got automated. This is my original Forbidden Arcana setup. I have the spawner up above it because if you, and then I have a clicker that I put my sword into. And basically what it does is you get the experience from the mobs, generating things you put into the forge. And then when mobs die, they drop blood if they're close enough to the forge. So the spiders drop from the spawner. The sword auto click kills them. Here, I'll just show you. See. And then while that's happening, the forge's blood count is going up. So, yeah. And then those little voids, these little black holes here, they eat the XP. You take the little X petrified orb, toss it in there, and it fills up that. Anyways, so that's that. This is mystical agriculture. This is also mystical agriculture. Don't really mess with it much anymore now because the bees provide everything. But this reactor, this did all of the heavy lifting for a while. This is my original reactor. The thing with it though is it has its limits. I was using it to strictly power just my applied energistic stuff, but I have this cable running. Since I'm small, I can see through the wall. This cable runs way over there. The arcs are on the corner, goes way further back, and I have this cable basically running all throughout my base. So this reactor and this reactor, I still have my green cables here. Jesus, this is from a while ago. These two reactors, excuse me, these powered everything for a while. They still do for the most part because the other dimension is where I have my creative energy source. But yeah, so I have another one over here because this is basically mining the wither for ether. This is for industrial foregoing. I have a stasis chamber down here that keeps him trapped. And it's basically constantly mining away at him. That's why you'll sometimes see like at the top of my screen it'll say the wither's health bar because it like sometimes goes up higher, sometimes goes lower based on the drills. The reason I had to give this section its own power source was because originally with all of this stuff connected and my other things all connected over here too to this one reactor, like one of these here, this basically would stop getting power for like not even like a quarter of a second. Like it would be milliseconds. This thing would completely lose power. But if it loses power at all, like entirely during any of these cycles, look, it would unfreeze the wither partially. And so I was just chilling one day. I have him trapped in his witherproof glass and everything. And I was standing AFKing over by my reactor, like watching YouTube videos, and I just hear an explosion. I tab back in, my reactor's fucking broken. All of this stuff is powered down because my reactor wasn't providing power to it. And this fucker was just sitting out here like half enclosed in glass. And I'm just like, how did you get out? I was like, how did this happen? So I figured out pretty quickly that this needed its own power source. It wasn't getting enough power before. Now it's getting plenty. This dude stays in baby jail, never to come out ever again. So yeah, and then that pipes that pipes the ether that I drill from him all the way up there, around the corner, and over there. So I have my ether going into this. So that is like the stuff around this main part of my base. I really want to clean it up because oh yeah, this is my demon wife. I summoned her. She just kind of hangs out. Just because I wanted to see what it did, because I've never used like the occultism mod, and I'm like, you know what, whatever. This is my little guy. Yeah, he doesn't have a name, but he's just a little guy. He's a portable chest. You can put stuff in him. He's adorable. And the reason why I want to fix up my base is, one, so I can give these guys like a better home. And two, I want to turn the entire ceiling of my base into a giant aquarium. That is the plan someday. I intend on doing that on my own time. I don't intend on streaming that because that'll be probably boring as fuck. Or at the very least, we'll be watching YouTube at the same time. Because with the mod pack that brought this little guy, Ender's Cataclysm, there was I have the trophy. I think I have the trophy of him still. I have his egg. But I don't know if I have the, do I not have the trophy anymore? Trophy. Oh yeah, there it is. It's fucking mess. So this brought about this guy. This is a much smaller version of him because this is a trophy that you get sometimes from killing these bosses. But I basically have a little fucker version of this guy in an egg. And I want to hatch him. And I want to give him a new home. And he's going to be in the giant aquarium that is above my base. So I'm looking forward to setting that up. That'll be very fun. It's going to take a while, but it'll be fun. Ah, Jesus, a little tired. It has been a very boring day. Hold on. One thing I wasn't working on before I got off a couple days ago was I need fissile fuel. And that's where we're going to go to the mining dimension. And I can show you guys that. So yeah, these are all my waystones that I have. I have a lot of waystones because I've been exploring a lot. And we're back here. So basically, what's going on here is that area that I had all my mechanism machines, I basically made a second version of that to work in this dimension too. Because you can only have so many chunks force loaded at a time. And what I would do is I would just AFK in this dimension. And because I would keep my reactor at a level that would not be possible for it to drop, like for the waste to accumulate too high or for the steam to accumulate too high. Because if that happens, reactor goes boom, entire place irradiated for several hours in real life. Not several hours or days Minecraft time. Several hours in real life. And I already have caused some radiation problems for myself, but I had enough health that it didn't matter. Still a significant pain in the ass, let me tell you. But basically, what I have going on here with these machines is all of these are working in tandem to provide something called fissile fuel for this reactor. Because what I need from this reactor is I need nuclear waste. You take that nuclear waste, it goes into my system, comes back out into this solar neutron activator. The solar neutron activator converts that into its polonium, right? Yeah, polonium. Liquid polonium comes all the way over here, away from the reactors that are potentially going to explode. And I don't know why it sounds like that. But it basically zaps molecules together, and it turns the polonium that goes into this port into antimatter. And with the current rate my reactor is set, it generates nuclear waste really slowly. Because in order to get one micro bucket of antimatter, I believe it's 1,000 nuclear waste. I think that's the conversion, if I'm not mistaken. Here, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's 1,000 polonium. In order to get the polonium, it's every 5 micro buckets of nuclear waste equals 1 micro bucket of polonium. So you can do the math. It takes a while. But I need these antimatter pellets for feeding these bees. I have wasted radioactive bees, and the radioactive bees naturally generate uranium. But when you make them wasted radioactive bees, they generate nuclear waste. Or they generate combs that you then process over in this machine into nuclear waste. So basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to get as much antimatter as possible. That's like my current project, is get as much antimatter as possible that the bees can generate the nuclear waste that I need for me all the time. And so I don't have to touch this fucking bomb of a reactor ever again unless I have to. So managing this thing really isn't that bad, to be honest with you. Like when I have like the maximum amount of fuel, I set this thing to the highest burn level because I found this out recently. The mod pack has a mod called Cooking for Blockheads, and that mod creator made a sink. The sink gives you infinite water perpetually. When you set this reactor to max, even with all of this infinite water, these pipes do not move enough water fast enough into this thing that it could keep the reactor from exploding, basically. And so what I found out is there's another mod that I could use called Integrated Dynamics, where you can set up a fluid interface, set up the cable to transfer the fluid, then you set up a fluid exporter, you give it a card, and with that card, you can then manually set the tick rate at which this transfers. So this is the highest it can go to. So if I were to take all of these sinks out, which I'm probably going to eventually, this one cable pumps that 583 million micro buckets of water almost instantly, all on its own. So ever since I figured that out, anytime I do a server reset from now on, I'm doing this way because this is like the most efficient way. And it also stops any damage from building up because then when the damage builds up, the reactor goes boom, boom, not good. So, yeah. But the only reason why I don't keep this thing running at max then because of that is because the fissile fuel is kind of hard to come by. And that's what all of these machines over here are doing, are generating fissile fuel for me. So that's why I needed another quantum ring, because I didn't have enough spots for all my other stuff. But I also had kind of a mess going on here with like nuclear waste, spent nuclear waste. If you have spent nuclear waste from making like your polonium and stuff like that, you can't really do anything with it. It's just supposed to like slowly break down over time because of radioactive decay. But I have so much of it in these barrels that I kind of just kept going down into the world and I kept just piping them into each other. You can see like it's slowly going down in that pipe there. Like it's still like decaying very slowly, but it's not decaying fast enough for me to be able to run that stuff constantly without like an explosion or a leak of radiation. Because if the radiation leaks, it doesn't do anything to my machinery, but I don't want it to harm my bees. These guys are really fucking hard to get because let me look at the recipe. You get a bee by you get this by either exposing a radioactive bee to radiation, which is probably easier. But the way I went about it is you make a fuck ton of polonium pellets, and it's a 5% chance every single time you give a polonium pellet to a radioactive bee, turn it into a wasted radioactive. That costs a lot of pellets because my luck is terrible. So I was constantly rolling the dice on that 5% chance to get these bees. And I only have 80 of them so far. Actually, no, I think I have more. Is this one full? Doop, 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 doop. Yeah, okay. So I have 120 of these bees. I would like to get 200. That would be nice. So I can get more, wasted or not wasted. Yeah, radioactive comb blocks and stuff. But that's down the line. Don't really feel like doing that right now. I just wanted to kind of show you guys everything that's been going on with here, though. I do have a summoning circle over here because while I was running this reactor at its max, I was using a tiny machine that converted this nuclear waste into polonium. And actually, it's still sitting there. I can show you guys. This is the one that you start out with, and it has a very, very easy limit to hit for how much nuclear waste can go into it. And on top of that, it only works during the day because it's solar. So the only options to process polonium through nuclear waste is solar. So what I did before I got this big machine was I had the summoning circle is used to summon uh demons that can change the weather. So I just would constantly be summoning demons to set it to day because I didn't want this thing to cause another radiation leak when I didn't have enough health at the time to survive it. Because you can survive radiation leaks if you have a radiation suit, but I don't have one and I've been too lazy to make one. So yeah. But yeah, that's kind of this. It's kind of a little bit of everything I've been doing. This was my first reactor, my little baby one. I then made a second one, which this is like the biggest one you can achieve, if I'm not mistaken. Um, yeah, that's kind of everything I wanted to show off here. Um, that's why I didn't want to switch it off from just chatting because I'm just going to be chilling now and probably watch YouTube the rest of the night for like another hour or two. But I wanted to kind of show you guys what I've been up to. This is what I've been up to for like the past month, over a month now actually. It's been Minecraft, and thankfully I weaned myself off a marathon because that game was just not good for my mental health. So, anyways, that is enough of that. And I would like to let's find some YouTube videos to watch. I've been mainly watching like a bunch of YouTubers lately, so I have a lot of that. Um, I would like to eventually get more like videos of the keys hanging out and chilling, but I currently don't have a ton because I usually just take pictures of them and I just chill with them. What would be good? Be something fun to watch. I love, oh my God, YouTube essays are my guilty pleasure. I love YouTube essays. Um, hmm. Here, let me see if I can find something. Let me switch over to my other screen for a second in case something weird pops up. 'Cause it's YouTube, but still. It's, it's I've been watching a ton of Hololive lately. Like massive amounts of Hololive. We could even just scroll my YouTube shorts, I'm not gonna lie. Because I use a lot of YouTube shorts. Uh, hmm. Invincible versus that actually is a game I was interested in playing. Oh wait, hold on. I haven't checked on my little idle game here in a sec. I gotta sell all these items on the ground. All these are things I don't want anyway. Ooh, I leveled up too. Shows time until buildings are affordable. Okay. That's that's definitely a buff. Buyable in 3 hours and 47 minutes. Okay. Right. We're gonna buy a bunch of these. Buy 2. Now how much is that? 2 hours and 40. Wow. Yeah, just I've been also playing just like idle games. They've just been fun just to watch the numbers go up between like answering work emails and doing stuff at work, like at my desk. I'll be like remoting into someone's computer to help work on something with them. And then on the right of my screen, I just see like constant just visual flare going on with this. So it's been quite fun. Um, you know what? Let's see here. I see a maxor. I haven't watched maxor in a while, dude. I think this would be kind of fun. Oh wait, I didn't realize he made a Monster Hunter Wilds video. Oh, we're watching this shit. Hold on.
What if I told you that there was a genre of game?
Okay, let's turn the audio down a little bit. And then yeah, there we go.
I know, very hard to believe. Entirely revolving around the premise of beating up random animals with comically oversized hammers and machine guns. A game genre containing incredible...
I loved Monster Hunter so much.
Slightly too specific at times. A wide selection of weapons ranging from the man-sized revolvers to the literal chainsaw. The ability to play as
Wait,
Akuma from Street
that's just a funny back massage.
man-sized revolvers to the literal chainsaw.
Yeah, funny back massage. No, that's the pizza cutter, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
The ability to play as Akuma from Street Fighter for some
that I actually came back and played because, as you guys know, or you should know probably, big Street Fighter fan. Also, hold on. Let me, while we're watching this, let me like resize this guy because I still want it to be on screen so I can keep an eye on it, but we can make it just a little bit smaller so you can see everything. Yay. And then if I take it and then we go, boop, there we go. That's still visible. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, big Street Fighter fan here. Always will be. I came back and played for the Akuma update with like Bacon and like a bunch of other people, and it was really fun actually. I'm pretty sure I'm still dressed as Akuma if I go back on Monster Hunter, like anytime soon. Anyways.
Despite the notable lack of streets and the capability to see the gigantic oncoming lightning Tyrannosaurus and then decide that you want to parry it. Oh my god, free dopamine!
Yup, the parry in the game is so good.
And I would probably respond by telling you that there is exactly one game series in the autism extinction genre, and I sincerely hope that your computer can...
Autism extinction genre. Okay, but he makes while he's showing his gameplay, that makes a point. I am not a fan of gunbows. I don't really see the appeal to them. It just feels really boring. But then again, I'm all about one-dimensional gameplay because I use the greatsword. I am a greatsword player and a hammer player. And recently I was playing Sword and Shield and having a good time with that. So, I don't know. To each their own.
Actually render it. Monster Hunter Wilds Animal Cruelty Edition is a very complicated game to explain. Both
Emergency acupuncture.
as well as a moral and ethical one. So I will summarize any hangups regarding the maltreatment of various vertebrates with the assurance that life always finds a way. And so will my comically oversized gun, finding its way directly into this white devil's occipital lobe. In this game,
See, okay, that is like the one. Jesus Christ. I forget how like fucking crack induced maxor videos are. They're insane. But that's the one thing I do like about the gunbows when I have tried them is the Wyvern Blast. Like the where is it? I don't have where is it? That was the great sword right there. Big fan.
The assurance that life always finds a way. And so will my comically oversized gun, finding its way directly
Where is it?
this white devil's occipital.
Yeah, this is where you just like hunker down with your weapon, big fucking explosion. It is so satisfying to land, but that is the only thing I like about the gunbow. I'm not much of a fan of anything else with it, to be honest with you.
In this game, we play as the mysterious, unthinking pestilence known as the human race, seeking out every variety of amazing and charismatic megafauna with the ultimate goal of gaining a newfound respect for the color of their insides, and peacefully relocating them directly into the pit of hell where they belong.
Where they belong.
Hostile and chaotic wasteland of the outside world. We will have to break
Dude, like
momentous floods, lightning storms, and
all the The bit rate is just fucking dying. But I love the designs in this game. Like, I know a lot of the monsters are like reoccurring monsters in the series, but they did such a good job visually. I fucking love it.
And an utterly insane amount of GPU load, all for the privilege of destroying the local environment as much as humanly possible.
Yep.
Along the way, overcoming many varieties of terrifying creatures unknown to God.
Is that his character? I didn't know you could do that with your character. Yes, and when you do a greater role so you can finally achieve your true purpose.
Ranging from the gigantic living police taser to the exploding dragon that is made out of Elmer's glue. And yes, unfortunately, I do have to be the bearer of bad news when I say that nobody cares about the story of this game because they
Let's take ibuprofen together.
Inside of a saltwater crocodile looks like. So I will be summarizing the entire plot of this philosophical masterpiece by saying that it is the story of Pinocchio devouring thousands of bodies so he can finally become a little boy and finally experience.
Yeah, Arkville is crazy.
You don't understand. He just wants to be a real boy. He just wants to live. I love killing people and eating their bodies. I'm getting a little bit theatrical here, but the game is about beating up animals with random Japanese people, so let's just begin from the starting.
Random
So
Japanese
first of all,
people.
because I know it's going to be a big point of contention, yes, Monster Hunter Wilds will feature monsters in it.
Yes.
Monsters who only play a small part in a large and delicately balanced ecosystem.
It's so beautiful.
Millions of years of evolution, which
Why did I just read Waluigi? What was that?
delicately balanced ecosystem shaped by millions of years of evolution.
Me evolving around the crystal mirror so I can one day blast rope to Waluigi on Rule 34. That is devious. What the fuck? Okay. I guess.
Which unfortunately did not factor in that a bunch of random bald chimpanzees would eventually figure out how to sharpen rocks. So that situation is going to be changing soon. And if the game
delicious
supposed to have
calamari.
monsters in it, they might as well
Rathalos.
be dead. But to peacefully relocate such charismatic megafauna onto my face,
He's reusing some of his lines from the Monster Hunter World video. The Monster Hunter World video, like that, fucking sends me rolling every single time I watch it. I've watched it several times at this point.
and my cock, we have to first get
And
into
my
the
cock.
mindset of our distant ancestors and tap into man's primordial instinct to kill every single animal that is larger
American
than ourselves.
back
You
massage.
see, humans are what we call persistence hunters,
Yep.
which means that we kill by running down our prey for so long
Yep.
it will beg us for death. And for reference, our closest competitors in a marathon are sled dogs and a horse. We run an annual
Sled dogs
marathon
and a
against
horse.
horses, and sometimes the people win.
Uma Musume, yes. Never played it, but I've seen the internet being gooners into this game all the time.
So whenever you mount your gigantic bird that you cannot legally get a DUI on, I want you to think very hard about how we domesticated that shit, because it wasn't done by stopping.
It honestly, it reminds me of a chocobo from Final Fantasy. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Imagine for a moment that you are this gigantic rooster, and I am
Gigantic
a
cock.
Filipino family. After a long and strenuous frontal lobotomy, you run away as far as you possibly can, with every single escape being a desert
Torture
that
his bones to
consists of
death.
energy of 15 dead Aurochs. Meanwhile, the player is casually running an entire marathon by slamming down individual cabbages and using his sweat to radiate the heat equivalent of the fucking sun. Christ is alive on Earth, and he is very hungry.
He's
And
very
while we're on
hungry.
the topic of discussing biology, which this game
Oh.
sees as less of a suggestion and more like a restraining order, every monster in Wilds behaves and operates just like a real animal. Impressively stupid and incredibly likely to get shot by something.
Oh god.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ! Bro got hit with that Costco rotisserie chicken!
Okay. Alright.
Usually both at once. And just like real animals that breathe ice and have
Oh.
laser beams,
Okay.
these wonderful beasts are extremely territorial. Even
Oh,
if you
my
manage
face
to
hurts.
random fights while you were in the process of killing them.
Jesus.
Trying to stab you! That is
Ray Dow is just a fucking menace to every monster in this fucking game. Ray Dow and Arkfeld. Mainly Ray Dow. Arkfeld is just is like apex predator, basically. I know in like the game's story. But Ray Dow keeps that thing on him, dude.
completely unrelated animal. every single time, without exception. They are not showing this shit on National Geographic, dude. This lightning lizard may be missing most of his tendons.
Oh, and Janeth.
Probably half his skull, but by God, he is absolutely going for that shit. And honestly, at this point, I am pretty convinced that most of them don't even need to do this because they're just in it for the love of the game.
Jerican beefing with every single one of God's creations because he bears the eternal mark of Cain. What does that even mean?
I was thinking I could play soon. You guys chill over there for now.
I was thinking I could play soon.
I need to drink. I need to drink. I need to drink. Bro's got beef with my chronic alcoholism. Oh my God, I just killed this. It's not yours.
It's not. It's not yours. Oh shit, dude.
we fucking did, guys. I want to thank everyone who gave their lives for my 3 Guardian Fulgur gems.
Ah, 3. Dude, I wish I had that kind of luck when I was playing at the time. It took me so long to get some of these fucking gems.
These belligerent buffalo are also similar to their real-life counterparts in that each one has a natural habitat.
The Book of Naughty Animals.
With some residing in a multitude of unique environments, while others are severely
Evil as metal lizard.
species whose endemic habitat consists entirely of a single room.
Yeah, Jindahad. I love the Jindahad fight so much.
Dude, this is like he builds like a fucking snow fort like Squidward.
Oh my fucking God, what is Squidward doing? Not that I had anything to do with that. Which of course begs the question, why is the pink gorilla, whose entire diet consists of mushrooms and honey, also found in the biological weapons repository?
Weekend rules: eat, drink, take a few shit. Underwater sex sucks because water doesn't lubricate. Dude, Maxor's humor is like right up my alley. I'm such a fucking child. Oh my God. Fuck.
Congolalas be like, where are the hoes at? My brother in Christ, this is a nuclear weapons testing facility. There are no hoes here.
There are no hoes here. I thought all Congolalas were female, to be honest with you.
We will return to the subject at a different time. Also, did I mention that the monsters can vary in size a lot?
Yo, that is look how big he is.
What was he gonna say? He was gonna say it. Yo, that is a big cock.
How big he is.
Why is he so? Oh my God, dude, he's getting mobbed.
Cock on cock
Guys,
violence.
he tells you not to worry about. I'm really glad we can include a cock size comparison in this video. But on the subject of extremely funny
Squidward crash out. All right.
This game has a distinct lack of health bars because
Yes.
the main way of keeping tabs on our prey is by judging how many times they have tried to escape us and by counting the amount
The
of
NyQuil
bullets
chicken.
they have.
God, I remember that was a fucking trend on TikTok. I don't know if anyone else remembers that. The NyQuil chicken. That shit was fucking disgusting. Oh my God. I think most of it was ironic, but still.
Oh my God, left wing destroyed. I just really like the idea of like Ben Shapiro just getting on an airplane and screaming left wing destroyed and the fucking plane crashes. If the pilot doesn't show me his pronouns, I'm jumping off that fucking plane. Slowly and painfully torturing them to death over 20 miles until you decide to put them
The
out
pizza
of
cutter.
misery. And those are the lucky ones. Because optionally, capturing the monsters for later use
Whoa.
in the circus.
That's a hammer? That's a cool hammer. What? I haven't built that one yet.
Will always give us more body parts than skinning them, including
Yes.
but not limited to their skulls and limbs.
Disassemble them like a crab factory.
The only logical conclusion being that every time we capture a monster, we are literally disassembling them. And the smaller
Yup.
the animal, the greater the agony it
Mr.
gives
Squidward.
apart from its still living body. Do you know how much oil you could produce by pressing an anginat together? So aside from just the raw thrill of putting a living being through the process of sustained simian suffering, why do we even bother hunting the monsters? And what is there to gain besides the continued operation of my Chinese
Really
market?
abusing the
The
child
answer, of course,
staff.
is their skin. I promise
Yes.
I am going somewhere with this. Apes are like the uncanny
I
valley of
too.
animals.
I too want to know what their skin looks like on my, or no, their foreskin looks like on my mantelpiece. That's the quote from the Maxor World video.
Is that why you rip their skulls out and wear them, Max?
Yes? I'm gonna fucking traumatize a child next Halloween. I'm gonna run up to them with this mask and be like, your mom is dead, you're in hell, your mom is dead, you're in hell. You see, the basic gameplay loop of Angry Birds amazing animals to turn inside out, and then fashioning yourself the perfect drip out of their intestines.
Yes.
Use those intestines to hunt bigger and better monsters, so we can further contribute to the endangered species list. Imagine for a moment that you and your friends are trying to build you a level 1 talisman of mushroom consumption.
Yep,
So you go
I
and
use
get a
Mushroom
giant
Answer.
farting monkey to put his teeth in it. When your friend tells you that he needs to build a rarity 6 Rathian bow, so he can later construct his level 8
My
Ghost
wife
Madara
left
dragon penetrate. So you go and kill both genders of that monster, and then another friend is like, hey, can we fuck up the lightning T-Rex while we're at it? I need to specifically cut out his nose bone 4 times to construct my Guardian Fulgur Anjanath Beta helmet. That
Yes.
way I can sync it with the skill I got from farming the cracked out nuclear dragon 30 times in a row.
Yellow tempered arc filled.
Goes like, never mind, guys. We need to kill the evil ass metal lizard for my second hunter horn called Pacifist Covira, so I can spend a grand total of 60 more
I
seconds.
love that he keeps referring to him as the evil ass metal. I don't know, that just scratches my brain.
Seconds every hunt, combining now with the fucking war bongos. And after about 40 more hours of this, you are officially fighting God, and you have
Not
every single
Fatalis.
hunting horn buff known to mankind. That would be the intended experience. Therefore, one of the most important customization options
Ugh.
in Barry Potter and the Sorcerer's Gun is the construction of a meticulously crafted build, containing within it the bones of an entire ecosystem, alongside a
God.
myriad of highly useful and effective skill builds, like
Yeah.
the fast food build,
Yep.
the eating less build,
Yep.
the eating for free build, the
Sometimes use that one.
grilling build. I don't know why so many of these are related to eating. The resistance to farting build, the shooting people build, just in case you are hunting in the streets. The
Typical
bleed
Chicago
resistance
greeting.
build, when only one guy sometimes does bleed damage. The build where
Yeah.
you do not hear things. The build where you do more damage as long as you are covered in soap. The build where you
Ultimate
give
gamer
resistance against
weakness.
impairments to mobility while in water, oil, silt, or streams. And
Okay.
lest we forget the mushroom consumption build.
Yup.
It's actually a really good skill to have if you can
It is.
memorize the exact buff and utility of every single mushroom.
See, I don't do that, but I always, whenever I'm using my Mushroom Answer build, I always have a fight with my toolbar. Because sometimes I don't know, I never played long enough, I feel. Like, I got to Hunter rank 100, but I feel like I never played long enough to fully understand how that bar works. Because I think there's a way you can set, like, items to be in that place even if you run out of them. But anytime I'd run out of my mushrooms, I would have to, like, go back and sort through all of them and make sure they're in the right spot. But then I'd forget to refill my mushrooms, and then I go to use my mushrooms, and I only have, like, 1, and I'm like, "Just kill me, just cart me so then I can go back to base and refill my supplies, please."
Max, you have to stop the mushroom bit. It's gone on far too long.
Shut up, it's good. I promise you it is good. You are going to feel so much pain when I am done tripping the fuck out. Speaking of eating material that we do not yet fully understand,
I will
as
ingest
you can tell
poison.
by the plethora of skills dedicated to it, eating in this game is considered a very important game mechanic. Not just for the
Yeah.
skills they offer, but also for your basic biological functions.
Me slurping my
Your body is
meat.
a helicopter powered by dead chickens, and you will be one shot by one if you do not eat. So while you
That is
do have
correct.
the option of making yourself a bespoke amalgamation of calories in which you disgustingly glaze a cabbage with honey
Burner, having a fucking seizure in the background because I dared to make my food in less than 6 hours.
and feed it to the void, we are going to be doing our best to
Oh.
have our meals made for us in frankly unnecessary detail the proper way. Delivered exclusively by sentient cats who are all forced to seek employment in my kitchens for company scrip. Racial segregation has never been so delicious.
Oh, God.
Rice, by far my favorite tasting consumable for use in rapidly
Was that a
cooking
gamer
soup
subs
and
flavor?
is a special item sold only in the description store called
Me harassing retail
Subs
worker.
Extra Drink.
Oh God, what a raw meat. That's meat canyons. I remember that. I don't know who's copium. We got quesos, grandma's ashes. What?
Now officially and only drinkable using the limited edition maxor cup.
Yippee.
Also officially and only spillable on the limited edition maxor mousepad. I will
Ah.
be checking your house for compliance, because when making high quality and eloquently designed maxor merchandise, I wanted to communicate exactly what it looks like when you edit videos for 10 hours a day and it slowly consumes your life.
Whoa. That's fucking insane.
eventually eating away at all the silence and darkness in the world until your existence is naught but a broad streak of neon light. So for that specific reason,
All right.
I made sure that the mousepad glows. And when I need negative damage sustained to my health bar, I drink my GamerSupps energy from the limited edition maxor cup. Unlike some other products, you will be able to take it outside and show your family.
You will be able to take it outside and show your family like that. Yeah, that's I don't fuck with GamerSupps because like I only ever drink like water and milk and that's it. Mainly water. And like flavored waters never really appealed to me that much. I'm not really sure what and the whole thing is with GamerSupps, but I might try it someday. Anyways, I've seen those shaker cups. They're fucking like that is the quickest way to get labeled as a gooner. Like if you if you bust one of those out. So
So use code maxor with a 0 at the description store for money off my cup and giant ass mousepad.
yay.
Much like the now extinct Chotacabra, once it is gone, it is never coming back. Also,
Average
I
French
recommend
cuisine.
using,
Yeah, because that's a giant ass frog. Hey there, man, we have tortured labyrinth tomorrow. What?
casually begin eating and drinking directly in front of the monsters in this game. Okay, enjoy the fight, fellas. I've got some grilling to do.
I've got grilling to do. Then he watches the whole animation. You can skip it.
Max, you fucking grilling right now?
Yes, glaze that shit. It is so delicious. You guys are doing great, by the way. It is so good, though. Anyways, back to the fight.
Oh god.
Oh, shit, I gotta
That
eat
is
something.
shit
Hold on.
mollywopped.
Okay, good luck. I hope that Goon doesn't give me the hots.
It doesn't give me the hots.
So about that. So about that. So now that we've covered your motivations and the highly particular
The pure panic.
meta progression of this game, this skill is giving me.
Wait, was that a Harambe joke?
Highly particular meta progression.
It is. You should have got a certain gorilla at the Cincinnati Zoo in 26. Was that really 2016? It's been a decade since that happened. Oh, damn. Okay.
Of this game, this skill is giving me a +3 attack when wet. What the fuck?
All right.
We are in the fucking explosion chamber, my guy. We need to go over exactly what we're going to do with that skin and the best ways that we can export explosive warheads into
Frog
monster
against me.
warheads.
Just look at my gun real quick. Hey, could you take a second to look down this barrel? I can't quite see if there's anything coming out of it.
Armor sets with some of the most unhinged appearances that I have ever seen in a video game, utterly convincing me that we are not merely taking the bodies of our victims, but also their very essence and immortal souls.
Yes.
Japan is basically what happens when you let the circus declare independence. What I am trying to lie about right now is that your appearance and dress is a very important part of this game. With a
Whoa, there was a lot of dude. There's so much shit going on in these videos. Like you have to really pay attention to what's going on. Otherwise, there's just actually no. I'm paying attention. I still can't catch all this shit. Anal sex? No way. The only has to do with work in HR.
trying to lie about right now is
Cryptocurrency, fucker, got a cryptocurrency. The old ETH and blue lines I respect to my local rivers and estuaries. This is the actual UI in the game. I've never seen that. I've never seen this menu. Not the pictures. I know that, but
that your appearance and dress is
there was
a
another
very
one. Yeah, here it is. Have you ever done alcohol? Be honest. So fucking stupid.
important part of this game.
Sir, can you pass the intercom? I lost my son. Sure, whatever. Thanks, you motherfucker. Goodbye, you little shit.
With a lot of options to pick from and an extremely in-depth character creator.
Oh,
which
God.
allows me, but encourages me to play the entire game as a sentient void who has
Whoa.
only known hunger and destruction for his entire eternal existence.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ, get this fucking thing away from me. As well as enabling some truly amazing crossovers.
Yeah, Mr. Krabs.
But perhaps even
Oh,
more
Lord.
important than our large selection of delightfully normal outfits is our choice of up to 14 ridiculously massive weapons.
Yup.
Completely different from each other, like the light bow gun or the
Heavy bow gun, or the bow.
or the gun gun.
That's a new one. Yeah, again, he's using the same quips from his world video, but they're still so good. They're so
And in order
good.
to better educate you on how to best inflict animal disassembly, I have taken
Lively
steps to cover
quotage.
every single weapon. A course of action which you will soon see I am going to sincerely regret. This list is 100% accurate, and you can watch it in place of any tutorial.
Fell
Mm.
asleep. Hold up.
Wait, that's an attack!
Ow.
Sorry, Reese, I'm new to every weapon. The gun lance is the extremely slow, extremely defensive, and
Yep.
downright
Parry
answer
Sarambe.
to the age-old question of license and registration. Because the only people in this world that I can trust are my two close friends,
Smith and Wesson.
and Wesson.
Wesson, not Weston.
Oh, look who fell asleep first at the sleepover.
Oh, sorry, I'm just scraping the serial number off my gun lance real quick.
Oh.
Why?
Unspecified reasons.
This weapon is for stupid people who don't want to build stupid things like elemental damage or the entire endgame weapon system.
Yeah.
So you do exactly one combo on this weapon, and if the monster slips on a banana peel, you will unfortunately be forced to euthanize it. The lance is like the gun lance if it was bigger than your entire character for some reason and did not have a gun,
Yep.
making this the perfect choice for a diagnosed schizophrenic. This weapon is for people who really, really do not want to get hit and would rather
Lance video looks like shit.
laser beam or the fire of a death god rather than being momentarily exposed to sentient thought. Coincidentally, the lance directly scales in its effectiveness based on how much crack the monster is doing, because the
What?
more damage that you can perfect guard, the more damage that you can deal. A
Oh.
utility that is extremely convenient when 90% of the monsters are all stupid and have 3 other hungry Chinese orphans to attack instead. Block
Oh.
them. The hammer is one of
Yeah,
the
hammer.
main options in the entire game because it is capable of destroying the part of the monster's brain that can process pain.
A shit
And it
ass
is as well as
catch.
charging up gigantic attacks for absolutely longer than is
Yes. The spin.
So I gotta get closer. I gotta get
Yup,
closer, I
yup,
gotta get
yup,
closer, I
yup,
gotta get
yup,
closer. Okay,
yup.
I'm closer.
You didn't even do it right.
Well, it's time with your friends to build a house in Minecraft. I'm hitting this motherfucker with that diamond pickaxe shit.
It
Yep.
really does look like it's fucking.
The insect glaive is a weapon that enables the player to
You know-
fly indefinitely.
Yeah, like I only ever played the Insect Glaive World. I haven't played it in Wilds yet. Like it looks like a lot of fun.
Bypassing the majority of attacks and intended design of this game, as well as sporting a gigantic bee that you can tie C4 high explosives to,
Yup.
throw directly into the monster's ribcage. And yes, there is an upgrade tree and an
Ugh,
entire stat
excuse me.
system dedicated to making slightly different bees. We can also use the insect
Bees.
glaive to repeatedly mount the monster, allowing me to automatically
Fuck off,
spam
Squidward.
custom dialogue callouts to completely random Japanese people.
Mommy, I
Which,
want
fun fact,
uppies.
can be fully customized for a variety of actions, such as yelling
Make him never forget you.
people. Which, fun fact,
What
can
it-
be
what
fully
it is-
customized for a variety of
Okay, how do you jump in this game? Skill issue. I'm having a skill issue. I don't deserve human kindness. Okay.
actions, such as yelling truth nuke incoming whenever I place a bomb, and preemptively diagnosing the causes of my teammate's death, which is very funny.
Kill you, Max. They're never going to find the body.
Also,
They're
you
never
can
going to
weapon
find
while
the
in
body.
midair. I parried that motherfucker at cruising altitude. I'm the fucking best. I love this game. That is my entire weekly dopamine supply gone instantly.
Oh,
The sword
Yeah.
and shield is
well, it's pretty fun.
You could certainly choose to play it,
Yeah, it's
or
fun.
you could choose not to. The charge blade is
Oh.
a sword and shield which requires a dual major in theoretical rocket science and aboriginal water philosophy to actually use and play correctly. Do you like the idea of switching dynamically between a nimble blade and a heavy axe?
Yes,
So that's great because you're actually going to be playing as the chainsaw.
the
A
chainsaw.
is a multi-step assembly process involving the separate charging of at least 2 different things by
Yep.
way of perfect blocking and wound taking and a charge combo and canceling another combo, and also you charge the sword and you can charge the vials faster and you can overload them, and you can find this on the next episode of How It's Made. Today on How It's Made, please don't do this to me, I have a family. Euthanasia gas is created by combining the different... This switch axe is the incredibly satisfying portable microwave for those of us who like the idea of switching between a
Taco Bell
nimble blade
ball.
and a heavy axe.
Yes.
Where instead of moving dynamically
Switch axe is
through heavily
simple.
contrasting blade
Simple and
styles,
effective.
we instead decide to randomly vibrate in place half the time, and then later discharge the internal components of a very large glow stick. An action which I can do several times in a row, because I slotted in the funny skill which appears to be entirely bugged, and will double the time that I can spend doing that. Thereby trivializing the monster health for the remaining 70 hours of gameplay. Very balanced, Crapcom. Please don't listen to the haters. The Greatsword is the tremendously high commitment weapon that spends about
Slowly delivers a school bus.
delivering monsters the approximate mass of the observable universe. This is the
Jeez.
weapon, whose entire utility and
Scratches your back.
consists mainly of ignoring your health bar and fishing for the funny parry attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Offset attack, instant dopamine. Yes.
Extremely addiction forming, and comprises the entire basis of my build and playstyle. Do not ask me to do anything useful, please. This is my main weapon, and I only know one of its moves.
Yep.
The longsword is the extremely wacky designated tool for the profession of aura agriculture, and is comprised entirely of the most extra
Fucks up your
colors
colors.
I have ever seen. Alongside having two completely different parry mechanics for seemingly no good reason, other than trying to look like a divorced dad's conception of intimidating. A true samurai does not concern himself with child support payments. Therefore, this weapon
Virgil.
must be played entirely in character, complete with
I wish Japan was real.
in-character auto communication, and a mandatory soundtrack comprised entirely of evanescence and skill hit. To me,
Okay.
Crazy Frog is just regular frog, and Monster Hunter is just regular hunter.
Okay.
But if it's the aesthetics of the grave that you crave, then look no further than the absolute hyperactivity of the dual blades. The only weapon
Oh my god, dual blades? Okay, the most satisfying thing about dual blades to me was the Jin Nahad fight. Like I never did it myself. Like I never used dual blades. But seeing my teammates roll across his entire spine when you break a wound with dual blades is so satisfying. Oh my god.
entire game that you can play from beginning to end without needing to browse increasingly racist TikToks. I am so stimulated right now. They got the dancing fruit and shit. Is this Monster Hunter right? These are the funny number knives, whose primary
Number
function is to
knives.
keep the player increasingly and concerningly preoccupied with transforming the screen into
Yep.
Cocomelon for math
Yep.
equations, all while juggling a variety of powered up states such as Demon Mode, which
Demon
is used
mode.
to charge up the Arch Demon Mode.
I'm going demon mode.
Evade your enemies to finally enter gay sex mode.
Gay
I made
sex
that one up. That is not the name of the mode.
Mm-hmm.
But if you pick this weapon, you might as well be honest. The dual blades also come with
Whoa.
one of the funniest
Whoa, what was
attacks,
that?
But if you pick this weapon, you might as well be honest.
Lots of people say I'm a loose cannon. Fun facts. I'm such a child. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm 23. What of it?
The dual blades also come with one of the funniest attacks in the entire game, where you sort of just casually chain backflip along the entire length of
Yep.
any given monster.
Yep.
Which against some monsters is
Oh my god. Yup.
a little bit silly. The hunting horn is the preferred weapon.
Hunting horn's fun to use.
To simulate Rock Band for engineering students, while unfortunately suffering from a praise cake. Because every single time you decide to heal your team, they are going to begin reenacting the end of Evangelion. This is the most overpowered weapon in the entire game. Solely due
Oh,
to its ability
fuck.
to give 3 exceptionally stupid baboons so many completely insane buffs and resistances that they will not even be able to kill themselves.
Jesus.
What are these fucking buffs you keep giving me? I don't know what any
Half. His screen is just like up the top left there. Look, there is so many buffs. I didn't even know you could do that.
of this means, and it scares me. With the
Oh,
only
Lord.
that this weapon has so many combinations to perform with so many variations.
Mhm.
You have to have the button guide on the top right of your screen at all times.
Yep, yep.
Just to play the video game. And even then, playing would be a generous term. The bow is the popular and charismatic ranged option, which behaves
The bow was
like
fun.
a
That was fun.
precision projectile passer and more like a shotgun that is mounted on a surfboard. This weapon has a very evasive and reactive playstyle, whereupon the player reacts to everything the monster does.
We have Jin
by
Nahad at
running out of
home.
stamina and collapsing like an anemic hamster. Nevertheless, when you actually have energy, the bow has the ability to dodge
Damn.
everything in the game. Take every
I didn't know that.
monster with funny tracking arrows, much to the annoyance of everyone else, and use at least 5
Your
different
longsword
varieties of
player will
illicit
thank you.
drugs with which to fire directly into the monster's exposed veins. Because just doing damage to them is no longer enough, and I want this white devil to suffer before he dies. The heavy bowgun and its legally distinct counterpart, the light bowgun, are just actual modern machine guns with no bow involved in the equation. Those are just bullets coming out. These weapons are extremely versatile, allowing you not only the choice between a large amount of ammunition, as well as the privilege to individually purchase every single variety.
Average American school locker. That is wild.
Expense, but also the choice between an ungodly, incomprehensible variety of stats, all of which can be individually modified for your personal preference. So long as you can understand the Excel spreadsheet. But my God,
Yeah, that's what put me off from bowgun.
incredibly funny to spray the dinosaurs with literal machine gun fire, so as to remind them that they are not the ones who are made in God's image.
It's on my bear
So
giving
as the Father has created mankind, so must mankind create the United States military. Dude, this is exactly what I play third-person action games for. Point-and-click adventure game. The current objective is to keep the gun away from my mouth, and I'm currently failing. But in order to properly use and abuse a profuse amount of obtuse juice,
Blending my
we have
NyQuil
to
chicken.
integrate are literally hundreds of choices with thousands of variations to consider, such as, do I want the weapon skill that gives me damage when I roll 3 times every 20 seconds while wearing 4 pieces of a specific armor set that also gives me resistance to impairments to mobility while in water, oil, silt, or streams on a fucking Tuesday the 12th? Into our myriad of builds with a great deal of important considerations, the most prominent of which being your weapon element or status effect. Unless, of course, you are playing as a gun, in which case your weapon element is also going to be gun. Now,
Your
I
weapon
don't
element's
hate
also
the
going to
weapon
be
element
gun.
because, dear God, what is this?
That's what the weakness and... Whoa. I've never seen it compiled like that before. Oh my gosh, it's all of the parts of them too on the bottom. Arm, chain blades, mouth, rear, tongue. Status effects on the left. Monsters on the top. Wow. Okay.
Shit.
That's
But my
something.
favorite selections of elemental damage would have to include the
Fucking love
dragon
horsewomen.
element, which is a type of animal and not a primordial force Capcom.
Giant
The
milk demon.
blast element, because every monster is weak to my B-powered hand grenade. And by far the funniest element in the entire game, the sleep element, which is used to prank all of the monsters by waiting for them to fall asleep and then placing a deadly amount of high explosive barrels directly in front of their faces.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Classic.
My God.
Alright, I'm gonna actually, can I use my heaviest hitting attack on him?
Yeah, sure, whatever you want, man.
I think this might deal...
I think I hit the wrong button, by the way.
I gotta put this
Nice
in
one,
my-
Max.
No, you don't.
Ready when you are, Max. You detonate.
Tell my wife that I was goaded with the sauce.
Alright, just place the bomb.
Dude.
Alright, just place another bomb.
So many fucking
I have a lot of
bombs.
clips involving bombs.
Yep,
So
that's
now
the only way to do
understanding
it.
of our many implements
Anytime you put them asleep or anytime they go to sleep in their nest, it's just like, all right, everyone get their bombs out. And then because I use greatsword, you do the first like 2 hits and then you do the final like double smack and you angle it away from the monster and then right at the last second flick it at the barrel so you do as much damage as possible.
of peaceful relocation,
Yeah.
it allows us to take our domestic violence international and
Oh.
replace our casual disregard for animal life with a
I'm sure he's fine.
preventative one instead. Because to truly combat the animals of Monster Hunter, you must not only know yourself, know your weapon, know your armor build, and know which mushroom color corresponds to which buffs, like a
Yep.
very unhealthy game of Simon Says, but must also
He's right
understand
behind me,
the
isn't he?
incredibly violent ecosystem in which we hunt, as well as the gigantic living PC destroyers that choose to inhabit it. So with the understanding that I have thus far forgotten to show the monsters now in mind, please allow me to describe to you the content of these monster hunting wilds, and why half of it makes absolutely no logical sense, both geographically as well as constitutionally. Starting, of course, with the...
Yeah, beginner's map. I don't remember the name of it.
Welcome to the sand-laden dunes of the Windward Plains.
Yeah, Windward
One of the
Plains.
most horrifically hostile locations known to mankind due to its seasonal tendency to jump between the likes of violent sandstorms, apocalyptic lightning hurricanes, and a special kind of weather condition exclusive to this game called the GPU Lone Tornado, in which the environment is so brimming with the miracle of life that the sheer number of on-screen animals will make your PC beg for the sweet release of death more than the monsters that are contained within. This area is home to a bunch of silly little guys whose primary defense against human predation is that they are so stupid and so absolutely worthless that you will be forced to question why you were even
I am watching you sleep.
You guys baked a stupid fucking rotisserie chicken for me. I'm playing Minecraft. This shit is just like Steve's lava chicken. Holy shit.
I love this attack. This is so cool.
Oh my god. With the only exception being the
I love the sound effects he uses.
biological war crime known only as Raydao, who has
Yep.
a beast that transforms into a gigantic railgun, which he uses almost exclusively on every other monster found within a
Wait.
10-mile
He named his Palico Gamer Subs. Gamer Subs, Chester the Chest, and Scrimblow. I think, oh wait, Chester the Chest is the other hunter. Scrimblow is the other Palico. Okay. And we got Lettuce, the Chocobo.
radius. This is why we have to kill you, dude. You're fucking up the ecosystem. Oh, please, God, don't kill him. Please don't kill him.
Oh.
No. He was so young. I don't know what the fuck is up with that.
He brought the blicky.
Oh, Max. The Scarlet Forest is the crowded and exceptionally vertical home to most of the fresh water on the entire planet Earth.
Yep.
Varying greatly in gameplay between the blue water season, the blood water season, and the flood water season. During which times, about the same variety of monsters can be found at basically any time. This area is home to
Hit your skull with the saxophone.
death machines, who are as violent, ruthless, and terrifying as they are exceptionally stupid to look at. With some of my
Spin.
favorites being the nefarious Yankuku.
Oh my god, Yankaku is so annoying.
Dude, that's his fourth tail whip attack.
Pushing the hunt so far, Hunter. Resharpen your weapon. You'll love this next attack.
This is like the only move he does. It's insane. I broke it.
It's when they get to the wall.
I broke the Yankuku. He's broken. I don't even know how this happens. The funny fire hose fox that can instantly kill
The fire hose fox.
one singular attack.
Yup.
What the fuck am I even skinning you for? While also forcing you to
What am I
hilariously
skinning
flip and
you
slide around
for?
the fight by covering your body in an inconvenient amount of soap. Oh, please, God help me. I've been hit with the shower status effect. It does critical damage against gamers. As well as the gigantic pink monkey who
Oh,
primarily
God.
attacks your party by farting and shitting on them.
God, that fight was so annoying.
Not a mod and is an actual feature in the game, proving definitively that the Scarlet Forest is the closest thing that God has made to a mistake. The oil well basin is frankly the scariest goddamn ecosystem I have ever seen in a
It's so
Monster Hunter
cool.
game, and the sheer implication of its very existence frankly threatens the peaceful continuation of all life on this planet. Functioning as the environmental equivalent of a full-scale nuclear meltdown, while leaking enough carbon into the atmosphere to make the combined output of every Chinese steel mill
Welcome to the
look like an
Beijing
absolute
King.
fucking
Okay.
joke. Varying between its seasonal cycles by first leaking an entire ocean's worth of straight-up crude oil, before some guy eventually decides to light a single cigarette and causes all the oil to violently explode over a period of 6
500
entire months.
cigarettes.
Come visit the oil well basin. We are a country-sized gas leak. Consequently, the animals that live in the oil well basin are very disturbing in design, such as the example of the humble Rompopolo, who has the body of a wacky
Rompopolo.
arm-flailing tube man, but can deflate himself extremely
Ugh.
easily because his hands are made of swords, with a diet consisting entirely of crude oil, which, as you will recall, is on fucking fire for half the year, and whose primary natural enemy is an extremely angry, exploding gorilla. Oh fuck, I made a mistake.
Yeah, that fucking monkey is insane.
I don't know what this is. Please don't expect me to know what this is. What the fuck? Oh, that's his body slam.
Jericho is so crazy, dude.
The funny computer melting octopus, who has the unique mechanic of purposefully attacking your computer with 10,000 different particle effects, so as to crash the device drivers of anyone that is currently fighting him. I don't even know what the fuck I'm fighting, Reese. There's too many particle effects in this goddamn game. Won't someone please think of the YouTube bitrate? Oh, Jesus Christ, he's firing the computer killer again. Crap, I'm
The
so
computer
competitive with this
killer.
gameplay, I genuinely feel threatened right now. They made it to the boss actually on the roof while fighting him.
so immersive. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Oh god. Alright.
opinion, this is the closest thing that God has made to a mistake. The Ice Shard Cliffs is the confusing to navigate, snow-covered nightmare realm primarily populated by increasingly aggressive apes and awfully alarming arachnids.
Body horror, yeah, that thing's scary.
Seasons that I can definitely tell the difference between, both of which are some variety of cold and exceptionally gray. This area features a multifarious selection of amazingly demonic entities, which provides a very unique contrast with the single enemy who is a completely normal monkey for some reason.
Yeah, he feels so out of place.
For our hunting convenience after fighting the dragon that is made out of other dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Why does this fight even exist in the game? What is even the possible utility of hunting this thing? And who is this fight actually supposed to be for? The answer is me. I had to skin 5 of them alive specifically for this joke. I'm so fucking sick of tempered Rathalos, dude. Can we just can we just go beat a monkey to death with a baseball bat or something, dude? It is really important to me. It's what I do to unwind.
What I do to
The voice you keep
unwind.
hearing in the background is my brother. He's not very talkative, but he has killed 23 Nursillas. And he's not going to stop anytime soon. The Ice Shard Cliffs also contains one of the most angry and aggressive demons that you can possibly
Oh
encounter
god.
in this game. This is Gormagala, and he
Gormagala is a
doesn't care where
fucking
you are,
menace.
does not care what you are currently fighting, and certainly does not care how many times you have already tried to escape him. If Gormagala is even remotely on the same planet as you, he is going to kill the monster that you are already trying to hunt before
Both of them have seizures.
convenient commute to the afterlife. Oh, hi, little guy. What the fuck are you doing here? What's up? Why does bro have beef with the concept of personal space, dude? We are kind of busy fighting the nuclear apparition that is passing out in the corner. Gormagala, this is no time to do back shots with a bomb. That was the
Shots with a
third time he
bomb.
attacked us in the same hunt, and the fourth one made me crash the fuck out.
Here, let me give you a attack option.
Hi, Gormagala. What are you doing here for the 4th time in a fucking row? What's going on, man? Welcome back to the fight. My penis was almost unshredded today. I had to do so much audio engineering to make that sound good, by the way, because the original was kind of
Oh my god.
I'm gonna run around the whole arena. I'm running suicides. The fitness grand pacer test.
We'll now begin the push-up section. The ruins of Wyveria is a uniquely
Down,
magical,
up.
utterly bizarre kingdom founded on the remnants of a now extinct and highly advanced civilization, brought low and eventually destroyed by their hubris when
Holy shit, can you calm down?
like healthcare or basic firearms funneled their immense brilliance into crafting living, fire-breathing bioweapons with a reputation for destroying entire ethnicities. Only to become
Jesus.
surprised when it turns out that arming your own ecosystem was not a sustainable investment strategy. As a result of this, Wyveria contains
How will
a
this
wide
affect the
selection of
economy?
highly volatile constructed infants to fight with a lot of modifiers preceding their names. Yes, I am looking at you, Tempered Guardian Ebony Odogarin, as well as a completely random selection of monsters pulling from the most annoying population of every surrounding region, including but not limited to a lot of animals that definitely should not be in Tyrannosaurus Alley right now, as well as the monsters that
The effects he uses, like the neon effects that he uses, on like anytime there's like a hint of blue or like blue veins in the monsters to make them look RGB, it looks so cool. If the game actually looked like that, that'd be kind of cool.
the other area of this game, now migrating to Martin Luther King Boulevard to put the
Your hair with a
officers
helicopter.
Huh,
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Fuck Werther's originals. I want Werther's derivatives.
Kyle, what the fuck are you even talking about? I literally don't think I have to take the.
I haven't thought of Werther's in so long.
What is he fucking doing? What is he doing?
He's angry.
Get the fuck down from there. Okay, Squidward, I'm gonna show you my big ass clarinet real fast. Yes. I better not catch you with the fucking bubble bowl again, dude. Oh. Where'd he go? Don't fuck, don't fuck. Like right before he dropped down on me, I was like, oh, where'd he go?
He's gonna crash down again.
So to
He got
end our
carded
dive into the
instantly.
secrets of mass extinction and my intellectual thesis on how to best accelerate it, you may have come to the conclusion that this game seems slightly complicated and of fairly considerable girth. But
Yeah.
I can assure you,
There's a lot
there
to
is
it.
absolutely no need to worry about that, as I have extensively documented this game for hundreds of hours and still don't know what is happening in it. Fortunately, through the glorious advent of online
Evil ass boss
my personal
pit.
weaknesses can be swiftly transformed into problems for the entire team. Because contrary to your initial impressions, Monster Hunter is more than just a game about hunting monsters, but is
Go to
instead a
garden
grand,
crash out.
collaborative exercise in a most collective confusion. Prominently exemplified by the fact that the main method of communication with your team is an arcane system of developers' sanctioned
Oh
beings,
god,
which
yeah,
can
the
be sent at any time to
fucking the emotes in this game, you can do some devious shit with them. Oh lord.
anyone in your party, serving all of your
Hunt to
articulation abilities
no.
with a fully variety of insane messages used in situations like when your friend is beating himself off,
I
when
beat
you need your friend
off.
to stop beating himself off, when
Skill
you
issue.
yourself have finished beating yourself off,
I
when
busted.
you have a brilliant idea, when you
Oh
need to
great.
express radical political sensibilities, balls, hunt
Balls.
to your execution date is tomorrow, and when your dad is telling you why he left the family all those years ago.
Milk and six.
Subsequently, after finishing what this game
Oh yeah, the
calls
Grand Hub. I stopped playing a little bit after this came
we
out.
will be able to choose from a wide assortment of normal and non-violent activities, such as going bowling with a series of non-violent explosives, arm wrestling your friends while a random person gets a little too close, investigate your psychotic friends' custom profiles to discover that they have for some reason killed 244 Arkvelds and really want you to know about it, as well as use a variety of emotes to express yourself, which are infinitely repeatable and extremely loud for some reason. I am in hell. This is hell.
Max, there's a war outside! Hurry!
Genuinely, how are you allowed to do this? Me, when I set fire to the local Walmart, I told the judge it was just an emote.
It was just an emote.
Also, in one of the greatest choices ever made by a developer, our Gathering Hub comes built in with actual musical theater, featuring a serious and lore-significant performance
Screaming in
that
agony.
concludes with a gigantic flashbang. Oh, holy shit, it's so bright!
God.
Greatly enhanced and enriched in every single way, merely by the fact that you and your friends can aggressively pelt fireworks directly into the vocalist for the duration of the entire show.
Your performance is great.
Hatsune Miku, please, I am your biggest fan. I just wanted to show my appreciation. Overall, the thing that makes Monster Hunter great is not just limited to the combat, but rather is a complex ritual of preparation, cultivation, cooperation, and acceleration. Where
Jesus.
is more of a suggestion, and biology is barely
Taser looking head ass monster.
much more than function, and the difference between a successful hunt and total disaster is whether or not I ate an egg today.
Yes. Oh
Moral
god.
of the story is the real hunt is the friends that we made along the way. And ultimately, what's actually important is not that you understand Monster Hunter, but rather you just need to look like you do. That's it for this video, guys. Please buy the Cup and Mouse Pad. And to fool YouTube into thinking that this is a good video, please leave a very nice comment about how you were extremely satisfied with the quality of the maxor experience. As always, more insane gacha game content to come. And I
Yay.
consume your life slightly less than it has consumed mine.
Thank you, Maxor. I appreciate it. Oh lord, dude. That is any Maxor video is just a fucking ride. I can't believe I didn't see this though. Like it came out 10 months ago. You made that pretty. When did Monster Hunter Wilds come out? February 2025. 12 months ago would have been. And then 10 months ago. Okay, I mean that's not too long after the game came out. I swear it usually takes a long time to make these because it just the amount of editing that goes into these, it's absolutely insane. But I love his videos so much. Oh, okay. Maybe tomorrow we can watch the Night Rain one or something like that. All right. I think I am going to call it there. I'm going to probably get a snack or something. Maybe like a glass of milk, something like that. And then I'm going to go to bed. But I will probably be on tomorrow. Probably a little sooner than I was tonight because tomorrow, actually, I don't have work on Monday. I have Memorial Day weekend. We're streaming late tomorrow too. Yeah. All right. Anyway, guys, you guys have a good night. I am going to go to bed as well and chill probably the rest of the night and let my idle game do its thing so I can slowly build shit up. Actually, this thing has gotten pretty far along. Hold on, let me bing and then boop. I want to see. Did I get anything good while we were watching that video? Doesn't seem like it. Sad. I do have to clean out all these items though. This is basically just cookie clicker, but it's poker. Like it's I just like seeing pretty colors go flash and boom. I don't even have the sound effects turned on. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Now I can purchase the 1 hour and 55 minutes. We're just gonna buy jewel dice. Do it in bitches. So this goes from 1 hour and 55 minutes to oh wait, no. I was gonna say like, wait, why did the time go up? That's because I just spent like a majority of what I just had. So that's why. Because the numbers get kind of crazy. So it goes trillion and then it goes quintillion. Uh I think quintillion. And then it goes sextillion. Sex, yeah, funny. And then it goes after that, it goes octillion. And then I think decadillion, something like that. Starts with a D. And oodecadillion or something like that. It just gets crazy. I don't even know what this is. I have no idea what number, what notation this is. Like that is a number I've never seen before. I think the highest I've gotten though, like this is the highest I've gotten. But before I did a ascension, because it works the same way as Calculator does, where you ascend and you get more boosts and stuff. I got up to I think level 50 deception because I was saving up for jewel dice, but it was just taking so long to get there that I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna ascend. But all right, well, okay, it's bedtime. Good night, guys. Have a good one. Thank you for dropping by. Bye.